remember, we just flagged off Zee a short while ago. SEBI has banned the Essel Group chairman, Subhash Chandra, as well as the CEO, Punit Goenka, from holding any directorial or key managerial positions in listed companies or in their subsidiaries. Jinesh Joshi is joining in from Prabhudas Leeladhar. Jinesh, thanks so much for taking time out. These are very damning allegations coming in from SEBI. What do you think is going to, how damaging is it going to be for the stock price of Zee Entertainment first up, and what do you think is going to be now the next course of action for Subhash Chandra and Punit Goenka?
Yeah, thanks for having me on your show. See, it is difficult to comment as to what can happen to the stock price in the near term. But if one was to take a 15 to say 20 months view, and if the belief is that the merger will go through, then one has to look at the requirements which were set in at that point in time. So one requirement was that Mr. Punit Goenka will continue as MD and CEO of the merged co. But with the current SEBI order, I think that requirement is at the risk of not being met. But I believe we will have to kind of think through of alternative structures with respect to this matter. And also I would like to highlight that they still have 21 days to kind of revert back on this order, and this is not the final verdict. So one has to wait and watch, but I think he has to be viewed from a slightly longer term view, and whether the merger will go through or not, because that is the key re-rating lever. And given the current SEBI order that is putting a spanner in the wheel, we have to wait and watch as to how things actually unfold over the next 15-20 days.
Jinesh, do you think now there could be concerns around the merger, and there could be concerns that the merger could be pushed back indefinitely?
Slightly difficult to comment on that, but what I would like to highlight is that over here the matter is within Zee's control, because if you were to look at from the approval standpoint, earlier you had to be dependent on CCI approval or shareholders approval to get the merger over. But over here, the incumbent directorship and what needs to be done with that is something within Zee's control. And if they are able to kind of work out an operational structure which can circumvent the current order, perhaps the requirement may be met. But all these are assumptions which could probably materialize or not is something which remains to be seen. But definitely this puts a slight timeline-related risk to the merger. But let us see what actually unfolds.
Yeah, let's see how it unfolds, because the next hearing of NCLT is lined up on June 16, and that will also be important to track. Thank you so much, Jinesh, for joining us and helping us understand the latest with Zee Entertainment.